If you've ever told yourself, I'm just not confident, then I want you to hear this. That belief is not a fact. And this book, 90 pages, completely changed how I see that. The book is Useful Not True by Derek Sivers. He's the guy who created and built CD Baby. He sold it for 22 million and then gave the entire thing to charity. So he's not your typical self-help guru. But the core idea is beautifully simple. It's this. Your first thought about any situation, it's not the truth. It's just a perspective. And instead of asking, is this true? You should be asking, is this useful? That's it. That's the whole book. But what I really love is how Derek unpacks this idea in genuinely one of the most practical ways that I've ever read on mindset shifts and confidence. But I'm going to break it down into 3 ideas because I think they are going to hit differently for you. Idea number 1, your thought is an obstacle. Derek says something that I underlined immediately. Your first thought is an obstacle that you need to get past. Think about that. When something goes wrong and you're just about to freeze before a presentation, or even if your words just don't come out the way they should, or when your brain fires off an instant verdict, I'm terrible at this. I knew you couldn't do it. And it feels true. The feeling is so convincing. But here's the quick reframe that the author offers, and it's brilliant. He uses the example of Isaac Newton. Newton's law of gravity felt like the truth for hundreds of years. But then Einstein comes along and he showed that they were only partly right. But then quantum mechanics showed that even Einstein had his limits too. Newton's truth wasn't the truth, but it was just the most useful truth available at the time. This is the same with our thoughts. I'm not confident feels like gravity. Like just the way things are. But it's just one frame. It's one perspective. Not the final word on who you actually are. Idea number 2, beliefs are not facts. Stick with me here because this is where it gets really good for anybody working on their confidence. Sivers says, whenever somebody says, I believe, whatever they say next is not a fact. It's a perspective. And that applies to you too. I believe I'm an anxious person. Perspective. I believe that I'm not good enough. Perspective. I believe people don't want to hear what I have to say. Perspective. He has this line that I keep coming back to. The more emotional the belief, the less likely that it's true. So those big, massive, heavy and painful beliefs that you've been carrying, you know, the ones that you feel so certain are true, those are the ones that are likely to be just a story. A meaning that you gave to something that happened, not a fact and not your identity. And the best part is that's actually really good news, because if it's just a perspective that you chose at one point, then you can choose another one. Just a quick one. If this is already shifting something for you, then hit that like and that subscribe button so I know that you want more content like this and it helps more people find this content. Right, now let's get to the very useful idea. Idea number 3. Choose what's useful. This is the part I love most. Sivers doesn't tell you to think positively. He doesn't tell you to fake it. He asks one question. Which perspective empowers you? Not which one is true, which one helps you. He gives this example. Everything happens for a reason, but is that objectively true? Who knows? But for millions of people, that belief helps them get through trauma, finds meaning, keeps going. It's useful, so use it. For confidence, try this trick. Instead of asking, am I a confident person? Which your brain will happily answer with all kinds of different evidence that you're not. Ask, what would I need to believe about myself to act confidently right now? That question is a reframe, and that reframe is a skill. Sivers has a lot of questions in the book that I think everybody should write down. Things like, what's great about this? Which of my old beliefs are not serving me? And how can I be okay no matter what happens? These aren't fluffy affirmations. These are tools and you can choose which ones to pick up. Now the author ends the book with this beautiful line. You are what you pretend to be. So as a confidence coach, that one hits really hard. Because confidence isn't something that you have first and then you act upon it. It's something that you act on first and then you build. If you pick up one book this year that genuinely shifts how you limit yourself, your story, or even your potential, let it be this book. It's only 90 pages and you can read it in one sitting, but the ideas in this book will stay with you much, much longer. Let me know in the comments what's one belief that you've been holding on to that might not actually be true. I genuinely read every single comment and I'm really curious to see what comes up for you. And if you want more content like this, then head to this video here where I dive even deeper into confidence tricks and mindset shifts. See you there.